My name is Patricia Sawin. I'm the director of the Folklore program at the University of North Carolina, where I've been for about 18 years. Um, I came to folklore through folk dancing, but I continue to be a folklorist because I am fascinated with stories and the role of stories in people's lives. I was the kid who read fairy tales on Saturday mornings, and I was a undergraduate literature major, but I now see where I was being led because what I was interested in was unreliable narrators. So when I ended up at the University of Texas and discovered that I was not going to study folk tales so much, but that there was this tremendous interest in narrative in context. What were people, what were the stories people were telling, but who were they telling them to? Under what circumstances? For what purposes? Um, and that, I think, one of the ways that it seems to me that that perspective has a lot to contribute to society right now is that we get so much information in the form of polls, in the form of questionnaires, that people totally skim the surface and they think that they can get people to give them information. But what people can tell you are the stories about their lives. And you need to understand the social background, the cultural background. You need to understand what the point is that a person is trying to make, which may not be conveyed by some simple surface semantic meaning of the words. So in that sense, I did one big project with this woman, Bessie Eldrith from the mountains of North Carolina, but I was interested in her as a woman who had had a very difficult and complicated and long life, and hadn't been able to share all the pieces of that with everybody. So there was some joy for her in having this girl from the university come and sit at her kitchen table and just record stories from her for as long as she wanted to tell them. Um, but the way in which if you pay attention, you hear not only the facts, the what of people's stories, but if you understand the structure, the way they tell the stories, and that reveals so much more about what is going on underneath the surface, and sometimes the things that they can't quite say out loud, or that are hidden, or that are the patterns that you see if you pay that kind of attention to a person and to their oeuvre. We'd say that about a great artist, but you can say that about a poor woman from North Carolina too.